This is how I was speaking a few years ago. I study English and this is hobby and I like in English a lot, and now you can clearly see the difference how I speak English fluently like a native English speaker. In this video, I'm going to share with you some tips and strategies in my own journey that how I became a fluent English speaker as an introvert. I'm sure I was not able to speak English fluently without hesitation, but now I can clearly do that. Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to my channel Speak with Zafarzai. I'm your English teacher Bilal Zafar from Speak with Zafarzai. If you are new over here, then welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to go over my journey that how I became fluent from an introvert, and you can also use the tips I followed and I will share with you in this video in your own journey and will help you become fluent in English soon. But at the beginning, I'm going to share with you the setbacks and the challenges I faced. The first one of them is the fear of speaking. I clearly remember it that I was afraid to speak in English a single word because I thought that if I make mistake, people will laugh on me, and this was a wrong understanding, which is fear of speaking in English. The second setback I faced was the language fatigue. Sure, immersing in a language continuously is kind of exhausting. There were also times when I felt my progress stalled, and this really demotivated me that time. But now I don't worry at all because I just followed some strategies, and this really helped me achieve English fluency in less time. And you can also copy my methods and will work for you, surely I can say. The first thing I did to achieve English fluency was defining my goal. I clearly defined what really fluency means for me. For sure, that time the fluency meant for me to have and hold a 15 minutes conversation with a native or non-native English speaker without hesitation, and this should be just in 3 months. And this was a clear goal for me. I started working towards achieving the goal, and this really motivated me. At the very first stage, you also have to define your goal clearly. What is your goal? Let me know in the comment section below. The second thing I did, and this really motivated me, you also shouldn't have to do this in order to achieve English fluency faster than ever before. I created a study schedule for me. For example, what should I do in the morning? Then what should I do in the afternoon? What should I do in the evening? When should I go bed? When should I wake up? I created a study schedule for me, and this kind of really motivated me to achieve my goal and become that fluent in English speaking. Also, keep one thing in mind. Whenever you are creating a study schedule for you, try to be consistent, right? Because consistency is the key. And I can say I achieved the English fluency just by consistent practice. Okay, consistency always wins. Keep this in mind. I also used that time some online resources, and this really helped me achieve fluency in English. I remember I used Duolingo, one of the best apps for improving your English vocabulary. It's gonna providing you gamified lessons that can actually be beneficial for your English vocabulary to improve with. I also used the Babel app, and this kind of really helped me achieve fluency in English. And there are also plenty of apps that I used that time. And if you want to achieve fluency in English, I recommend for you the Duolingo, the Babel apps. You shouldn't have to give it a try. It can be beneficial for you as well. I also immersed myself in the English language by watching English TV shows that time. I remember this was really a fun for me. I started watching English movies and TV shows. The first TV show I started was The Friends. Of course, this really motivated me and I learned a lot of things from this show, and this helped me become fluent in English. I copied their accent whenever I was coming across any new word, phrase. I was picking it down and finding its meaning, and this helped me improve my English vocabulary. I also gained the American accent from that TV show. So, if you want to achieve fluency in English, just follow this step. You too, to watch English movies and TV shows in your home and achieve fluency in English. I was also reading books and articles. This is one of the fun activity for me to read in English. Still, I am a fan of reading English books and articles. Sure, if you want to achieve fluency in English, you have to read in English a lot, because by reading English books and articles, you can actually expose yourself to different kinds of vocabulary, different kinds of the writing style, different kinds of the structure, which can help you improve your writing skills. At the same time, increase your vocabulary. If you're coming across in a new word, underline it, find its meaning, and this can advance your English vocabulary as well. That time, I was not that fluent in English, and my English skills were not very improved. So I got started with reading simple children's books. If you are a beginner, you can also start with the children's books and move towards complex ones as your language skills improve. Recording myself speaking and listening back to it. This was also a fun activity for me, and this kind of helped me to achieve confidence speaking in English. Sure, when I was kind of reading something, for example, this is a book. For example, I just read one paragraph of the book, then I used to just summarize it, right? What did I learn from this paragraph? Then I set a recorder for me that time, speaking in English, just talking about the summarization of the paragraph. Then I listened to my recorded clip. Then if there was any mistake, I used to rectify my mistakes, and this kind of helped me improve my confidence and pronunciation, as well as practice my English speaking skills just to myself. I also utilized the flashcards method, and this really helped me increase my English vocabulary. Sure, flashcards is like a fun activity. For example, this is a sheet of paper. You can make flashcards of it. For example, just tear it up into some uh, pieces. For example, just consider it, right? These, for example, I have 4 flashcards right now, right? So what you gotta do, in this side, you have to write the word, you have to memorize its meaning, word. Then on the other side, you have to write its meaning, definition, synonyms if needed, and also make sentences. Then again and again repeat it to yourself. In this way, this can help you improve your English vocabulary effectively in a fun and interactive way. For sure, the really exciting part for me was that of embracing mistakes. I actually embraced mistakes. I thought if I don't make mistakes, I will not get progress in speaking in English. So, for this purpose, I just challenged myself. I forced myself. If I don't even know a single word, still I shouldn't have to practice speaking in English. Wherever I would go, I would speak in English. In my family, I would speak in English. In my school, in my class, I would speak in English. With my friends, I would speak in English. And even people thought I am crazy, and that's how I achieved fluency in English. So, if you want to achieve fluency in English, people shouldn't have to call you crazy. Otherwise, you cannot achieve it. The last thing which helped me the most to achieve fluency in English was staying consistent. Sure, as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I was consistent to all these tips, tricks I shared with you in this video. and this really helped me achieve fluency in English. As I always mention in many of my videos, that consistency is the key. I focus always on consistency. This is because I know the power of consistency. If you are consistent, you can achieve anything you want. So if you want to achieve fluency in English, just follow my schedule, follow the tips and tricks I shared with you, and this helped me achieve fluency in English. As I'm speaking in front of you, you can see and you can judge. And if you are consistent to the tips I share with you, nobody and nothing can stop you from becoming fluent in English speaking. So congratulations, start working to achieve your fluency in English right from today, following the tips, and copying my journey will be beneficial for you as well. Also, if you like this video and if you want to receive more content like this, please hit the subscribe button and also notify the channel to receive more content like this to improve your English fluency. Also, let me know in the comment section below if you have any problem at any topic, and I can make video for you regarding your problem. Just type it down in the comment section below. I'll be happy looking at your comment and making a helpful video for you. And also take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Allah Hafiz.